track at least the first time by the opening of pit road. That means Anthony Alfredo is the new race leader.
Alfredo.
So quite an interesting sequence there on pit road. A couple of close calls for some drivers you saw on your vision screen. Chase Elliott. Timing and scoring to adjust, but Chase Elliott will be the furthest back of all the playoff drivers, and Chase is one of those drivers that has got to be careful. He only came into this race plus 22 above that cut line. We've got a long way to go, but stage one is rapidly coming to a close. Stage one ends on lap 60. We are here on lap 28, so we're about halfway through stage number one. If Chase wants to pick up some playoff points or some stage points, he's going to have to start moving his way through the field, because it's so important to gain as many points as you can, especially when you're trying to make it to the next round.
And most Elliott's, that last name, fares pretty well here at this track, as his father Bill did. I had the privilege of interviewing him the other day.
Harvick will start topside and immediately cross over and take the bottom.
Slides to the bottom of the racetrack. Harvick will go to the lead. Custer now in eighth. With Martin Truex Jr. Custer's got Blaney in the rear view. Truex requesting help from Kurt Busch.
Yeah, push has come to shove in that outside line, led by Truex. Those cars through two were locked together, and they still remain locked together. Kurt Busch shoving Truex to the lead. Busch stacked up from third on back, and now a challenge for the lead.
And now Kurt Busch goes right to the bottom of the
come on, Martin.
Inside, limited drafting.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Truex.
Second spot, push to the inside.
The lead. Kurt Busch will lead this time by, but another push from the outside lane sees Brad Keselowski giving assistance to Martin Truex Jr.
Back and forth.
Let's go, Truex.
Keselowski's help will push Truex now to the number one spot. Brad K to the outside on Kurt Busch. For drastic help. He's looking for
Harvick down. Kurt Busch
Drivers now making their way into the top 10. Matter of fact, they're third and fourth in the outside line. Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain, throw Chris Buescher in the mix as they line up outside.
Outside lane comes to life in turn 3. Now by the time they get to turn 4, it's the inside lane that has the momentum. Kurt Busch back out front, bypassing Martin Truex Jr. Back to the lead. He'll lead across the line. The battle will be for second. Kevin Harvick downstairs.
Alan Cantrell, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited.
Absolutely. It is beat one.
Thank you, Catherine, that decided to start celebrating beat one. Actually today, so we get to celebrate it twice here now.
Keselowski's leading now, but Hamlin was leading.
In front of Denny Hamlin. Hamlin would have none of it, and Keselowski.
Let's see, they're going down the backstretch. Coming into the turn, there they come.
Turn number 3, not going to be able to shove into the lead. They're going to come up on the scoreboard of
I knew Muff was going to get last.
To the outside. Across the start-finish line.
You're looking at the winningest active driver here at Talladega. He won here back in April. Yeah. He's leading now, and he's been to victory lane 6 times in his career.
The spring race of 2009, driving for James Finch. Remember that incredible finish with he and Carl sidewall at the top side of the racetrack, and then coming off of turn number 4.
I remember in 09, he got the victory lane.
Tire of
to the back bumper as well. They'll try and shove now William Byron as the Hendrick team.
Shy of the end of
He's all in the grass.
Justin Allgaier in the middle of the trioval got turned head-on to the outside fence. The back of his Brent Chevrolet is missing after the hard contact there. Ryan Priest got a piece of the action. Kyle Larson got the right side of his car, and Chase Briscoe involved.
Racing 3 wide back to the tri-oval, and they were running just outside of the top 15. You just heard Mike Bagley say, oh, it's tight on the back straightaway. Well, it was tight all the way around the racetrack, and when you're running that tight, Allgaier running in right behind Kurt Busch in the middle of the racetrack.
I hate that.
Somebody got into the back of him, jacked him up, turned him around, and that may have been William Byron that turned Justin Allgaier. And when we say turn, it's a matter of a bump trap going wrong. So that has put us under the caution flag with 3 laps to go. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Brought to you by Coca-Cola. Even more delicious is the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Find out for yourself.
We've got just 3 laps to go here in stage number 1. The race leader. We currently work our second caution flag of today's race. This one for the crash with Justin Allgaier.
There's Larson.
Ryan Priest. William Byron, the one that got into the back of Allgaier and turned him to the outside wall. Then you have the competition caution that came out back on lap number 25. We've only been slowed by caution for 4 total laps. 20 lead changes today among 12 different drivers. Keselowski and Harvick, the 2 that
My name is Jeff Striegel. You've got Dave Moody, Mike Bagley, and Kyle Rickey in the turns here this afternoon for you. Up and down pit road, you've got Steve Post, Kim Kuhn, and Hannah Newhouse. And Hannah, you've got company down there. Kyle Larson is in.
Yeah, damage to the left front side of his car. Looks like flat tires, at least on the right side. You can hear the hammers going to work to try and get those fenders pulled away. You obviously don't want a tire rub at any point. So the team now to the left side of the car.
We'll fill you in on the numbers, but sort of how picture goes.
Larson is still having trouble.
2021 will make his way to a stop inside the pit box.
Watch that bag real quick.
And I'm guessing now that they're trying to make sure that there are no loose plug wires or oil lines that somehow got damaged.
Grab a hold of that bag, sir.
Justin Allgaier's car
Please, hand me that bag.
left front of that Chevrolet.
Hand me the bag.
That's a great
Hand me
point,
the
Tim,
bag.
because not always is the damage visible to the fans
Right here.
who sit here. Sometimes things are knocking around underneath the hood. And here's the question, Tim, looking at our big screen around the tracks in Talladega, that they have found the problem and they're getting on it in a hurry.
They're also calling out the vendors, making sure there's no vendor rubs on that machine for Kyle Larson. So here they come along, turn number 4 again. Field following that pink Chevrolet Camaro CL1 race vehicle.
There they go down the backstretch.
Side by side for third.
It's the old team
Penske locomotive that's stacked up down low. Logano, Keselowski, and Blaney down from the back of Blaney. Tyler Reddick flared to the outside and about the third. That outside lane does Reddick has Reddick
So caution is on the speedway. You can hear in Dave Moody's microphone the right front tire carcass just flapping on the sheet metal and so caution is on the speedway here for the number 3 time on today. Back to Steve Post about Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick came in and he went off the road in the top 5, but he noticed he had a tire going down, so they brought him back in. They changed all 4 tires, the second pit stop, and what had happened is with the air gun or something, the valve stem on the left rear got taken out of it. That allowed all the air to escape. So a mistake on Kevin Harvick's pit stop.
Stole your thunder by what just took place on the racetrack, because during the break you told us exactly what was about to happen with the number 5 of Kyle Larson.
Yeah, when they came down.
He did meet minimum speed, so the repairs from the first one are okay, but since he just now brought the caution back out for
Denny Hamlin headed your way, Postman.
Denny Hamlin has the very first pit box. They're just going to do fuel only. Now, they certainly cannot make it to the end of this stage, so just trying to get off sequence. Maybe there was something a little wrong with the car. They did take a tear off the windshield as well for Denny Hamlin. We've also got William Byron is in. He has had a little bit of an issue potentially with some heating on the car. He put Sunoco Racing fuel, but I didn't see any adjustments on that. Alex Bowman.
Larson is still having trouble.
2021 will make his way to a stop inside the pit box.
Watch that bag real quick.
And I'm guessing, Matt, that they're trying to make sure that there are no loose plug wires or oil lines that somehow got damaged.
Grab a hold of that bag, sir.
Justin Allmaier's car
Please, hand me that bag.
left front of that Chevrolet.
Hand me the bag.
That's a great
Hand me the bag.
because not always is the damage visible to the fans
right here.
who sit here. Sometimes things are hiding around underneath the hood. And there's no question, Tim, looking at our big street around the tracks in Talladega, that they have found the problem and they're getting on it in a hurry.
They're also calling out the vendors, making sure there's no vendor rubs on that machine for Kyle Larson. So here they come along, turn number 4, used fuel following that pink Chevrolet Camaro CL1 Ace vehicle. Your stage 1 winner here in Talladega. Let's take a look at the points as they run and keep it right now. Denny Hamlin, of course, we know he's in the next round. He is clear to go. Joey Logano, who's the current race leader, if the race were to end right now, he would obviously move on to the next round. Ryan Blaney and Kyle Busch are your top 4. You see on your vision screens how far or how far below they are of that cut line. Kyle Larson only plus 16 right now. To give you some perspective, he was plus 57 points coming into this race this afternoon. He has now lost a huge chunk of points, and that may not be finished.